message is not meant for me. It pops up while I am still walking, thumb sliding over my screen out of habit, checking the time the way I always do at the same cracked section of sidewalk. Send it when he reaches row C. Make sure you use his full name, Evan Mercer. My full name sits there like a fingerprint. For a second I stop moving, and people stream around me, backpacks brushing my shoulder. The campus smells like damp leaves and coffee, the late afternoon light already thinning. My phone vibrates again. You are late. He is always late by 3 minutes. My stomach tightens. I am late by 3 minutes. I always am. I hate that I always am, and I still do it, because my routine has grooves I cannot climb out of. I look up and the parking lot is ahead, the big one behind the library, where the rows run straight like ruled paper. I tell myself it is a prank, a wrong number, something that found my name in a directory. Then my phone lights again. Row C, space 16. Do not let him see you. I'm standing at the entrance. The sign says row A to the left, row E to the right. The asphalt is wet from last night, reflecting a pale sky. I can see the painted letters on the ground, big and white, and the rows of cars that look like T. I do not want to go in. My legs keep going anyway. I turn left because I always turn left. Row A, my shoes scuff on grit and fallen seats. The air is cold enough to make my knuckles sting. A silver sedan turns in behind me. It is an ordinary car in every way. No tinted windows, no loud exhaust. It follows at a slow crawl, respectful distance like a driver looking for a spot. I tell myself that is all it is. I cut between two cars into row B. The sedan turns into row B behind me. My skin prickles. I speed up, pretending I just remembered something. I angle into row C. The sedan turns into row C. It does not honk. It does not accelerate. It just stays behind me, as if my path is a track it cannot leave. I glance at license plates as I pass them, half hoping to see the same one on the silver sedan, half terrified I will. The plate is plain, numbers and letters I cannot hold onto. My mind slides off them. Row C, space 16 is where my car is, because my routine is stupidly consistent. I park in the same zone because I tell myself it saves time. I can already see my car, a dark hatchback with a dent above the rear wheel. This silver sedan creeps closer. My phone vibrates. He is looking for the photo. Thud up. I stop walking. The sedan stops too, idling a few car lengths back. Its headlights are off. I cannot see the driver, not because the windows are dark, but because the reflections are run like two lights jogging from an angle that does not exist. My hand goes to my backpack zipper. There is a photo inside, tucked in the front pocket in a sleeve, because I carry it without thinking. It is a printed picture from last year. The stupid candid someone took of me at the campus fountain during orientation week. I keep it because my mother gave it to me in a frame and I pulled it out and slipped it into my bag when I moved into the dorm. I correct myself. Student housing. A word I should not think. I take the photo out. In the picture I am sitting on the fountain ledge with my feet in the water, laughing at something outside the frame. Behind me the library is visible, and a banner that says welcome new students. I have looked at it 100 times. I know every detail, but now the banner says welcome back, Evan. My laugh in the picture looks strained, like a grimace caught mid-escape. A cold line runs down my spine. My thumb rubs the glossy surface as if I can wipe the words away. My phone vibrates again. Open it again. I look up at the silver sedan. It is still there, perfectly centered behind me in the row, idling. No one else seems to notice. A couple walks past carrying takeout containers, talking about an exam. They do not glance at the car, or at me frozen in the middle of the lane. I open the photo sleeve and pull the picture out again, like that will reset it. The banner changes. Welcome back. 3 minutes late. The number is not written like a time. It is a judgment. My mouth goes dry. My routine is suddenly not a comfort. It is a target. I shove the photo back into my bag and start walking fast toward my car. I press my key fob without looking. The lights flash. The familiar beep is a relief that lasts a fraction of a second. The silver sedan rolls forward. It pulls into the lane that runs behind row C, the cross lane, and turns, positioning itself so that when I reach my driver's side door, it is on the other side of the row, matching my pace through the gaps between cars. I can see it through windshields and side mirrors as I pass. Always there, always aligned. My phone vibrates. He will check the mirror at the same moment. I unlock my car and yank the door open. My hands shake as I throw my backpack onto the passenger seat. I slide in, slam the door, and lock it immediately. I do not start the engine. I just sit and breathe, watching the silver sedan through my windshield. It is now at the far end of the cross lane, stopped, facing me from a distance. My rearview mirror catches my own eyes. My routine makes me do it. I check mirrors before I drive, every time, like a ritual. The moment my gaze hits the mirror, my phone vibrates. Now, the world stutters. It is subtle at first, like the way a video buffers. The sound of distant voices drags into a stretched smear. The leaves in a tree at the edge of the lot twitch, then twitch again in the exact same pattern. My own breath repeats. I hear myself inhale twice, identical. My heart slams against my ribs. I grip the steering wheel. The silver sedan is closer. I do not see it move. It is simply closer, as if the frames between are missing. My phone lights up with a new message thread from a number I do not recognize. Evan Mercer, you always start the car after you lock the doors. I stare at it. My thumb hovers. I start the car. The engine costs a life. The radio comes on automatically, low volume. The same station I always leave it on, talking about traffic and weather. The voice on the radio repeats the same sentence twice. My hands go cold on the steering wheel. I put the car in reverse. The rear camera flickers, then steadies. The image shows the lane behind me, empty except for painted lines and the reflection of the sky on wet asphalt. But the silver sedan is not in the camera view. I twist in my seat to look through the rear window. It is there. It is directly behind me, too close, bumper nearly kissing mine. I did not hear it approach. I did not see it move. It is just there, as if it has always been there, and my memory is the thing that's wrong. My chest tightens. I slam the brake. My foot trembles. The sedan's driver's side window is up. The interior is dim. The driver is a shape with no defining features, like a mannequin in shadow. My phone vibrates. He will panic. He always panics. I am panicking. I throw the car into drive instead and lurch forward, pulling out of the space too fast. Tires crunch over gravel. I turn hard at the end of the row, heading toward the exit. In my side mirror, the silver sedan turns with me. It follows into the next lane. Every row I enter, it enters. Every turn I make, it makes. Like the lot is not a place, but a loop that keeps resetting around me. I aim for the exit, the one that leads past the security booth. The booth is there, a small glass box with a faded campus logo. A security guard usually sits inside, bored, scrolling on his phone. I have nodded at him a dozen times. As I approach, the booth is empty. The gate arm is down. It is never down at this hour. My phone vibrates. He will stop at the gate. He always stops. Eyes low. I stop. The silver sedan stops behind me, too close again. The world stutters again. The sound of my engine loops, a quick rise and fall in RPM, repeating like a hiccup. The digital clock on my dashboard flickers. 4:17, 4:17, 4:17. I blink hard. The clock refuses to move. My phone vibrates. Open the photo. I do not want to. My hand moves anyway, like my routine is being puppeteered. I reach into my bag with shaking fingers and pull the photo out. The picture is warmer now, like it has been in sunlight. In the image, I am still at a fountain, still laughing, but the water is darker, almost black. The library behind me looks slightly skewed, as if the angle is wrong, and on the fountain ledge beside me, there is a second person, a figure in a gray hoodie, face turned away, sitting too close. Their hand rests on the edge of the fountain, fingers splayed. Those fingers are long, too long, and the nails are bitten down to raw crescents. I flip the photo over. The back is blank except for one word, written in my mother's handwriting. Routine. My throat tightens. My mother never wrote that. She wrote love, always. She wrote dates. She wrote hearts. My phone vibrates. He will look up now. I look up. The security booth glass reflects my car, the gate arm, the wet asphalt. It also reflects the silver sedan behind me. In the reflection, the sedan's driver's side door is open. In reality, it is closed. In the reflection, a person is stepping out. In reality, there is only the dim shape behind the windshield. My breath catches. The reflection is running ahead of reality. Like time is split and one version is leading. The reflected person moves toward my car, their steps smooth and certain. The real world remains still, but the air feels thick, charged, like static before a storm. My phone vibrates. Do not break the sequence. Sequence. Routine. Grooves. My hands clench the steering wheel until my knuckles ache. I want to do something unpredictable. I want to slam the car into reverse and ram the sedan. I want to jump out and run between cars. I want to scream. Instead, I do the thing I always do when the gate is down. I reach for the button on the ticket dispenser to call security. My finger presses it. The speaker crackles. No one answers. My phone vibrates. The reflected person in the booth glass is at my driver's side window now. They lean down. Their face is still turned away, like the photo, like the universe refuses to render it until the right moment. The real world is silent except for my engine. I turn my head slowly, forcing myself to look at my actual window. There is no one there, but the glass fogs from the outside, a palm print appearing, fingers too long, pressing against the window. Then another print appears beside it, as if someone is bracing themselves. My door handle twitches once. It does not open. It is locked. The silver sedan behind me inches forward without sound, closing the gap. My phone vibrates. He will check the clock. I glance at the dashboard. 4:17. My phone vibrates again. He will be late forever if he does not correct it. Correct it. The gate arm in front of me creaks, not lifting, but bending slightly, like something invisible is pressing down on it from above. The booth lights flicker on and off. The palm prints on my windows slide upward, leaving streaks of moisture like dragged skin. I grab the photo again, needing an anchor, needing proof I am not inventing this. I open it. The figure in the gray hoodie is now looking at the camera. It is looking at me. Its face is my face, but wrong in the way a dream copies you. The eyes are too still. The smile is too wide. The skin looks stretched over something that does not fit. And the banner behind us reads, "Welcome back, Evan Mercer. Please repeat." My phone vibrates so hard it rattles against the center console. Repeat the routine. Row C, space 16. 3 minutes late. The engine sound loops again. The air in the car smells suddenly like fountain water, metallic and stale. I look at the exit. The gate arm is still down. The booth is still empty. In the rearview mirror, the silver sedan's headlights flick on. They are not white. They are the pale blue of a screen. The dashboard clock flickers. 4:17. 4:14. 4:17. My phone vibrates. Last chance. My foot hovers over the accelerator. If I punch it, I can hit the gate arm. Maybe break it. Maybe get out. The thought is wild and desperate. But my hands, my stupid hands, turn the steering wheel left. I pull away from the gate. I drive back into the parking lot. Row A appears ahead of me like it has been waiting. The painted letters on the asphalt look freshly painted, too bright. The world feels smoother now, like the stutter is becoming the normal rhythm. In my mirror, the silver sedan follows follows. My phone vibrates. Goodbye. The words make bile rise in my throat. I swallow hard, eyes burning. I turn into row B. The sedan turns into row B. I turn into row C. The sedan turns into row C. My space is there, space 16, empty and expectant. I pull into it. The moment my tires cross the white line, the clock on my dashboard snaps to 4:14. My stomach drops. The engine dies without me turning the key. The radio goes silent. The air becomes very still. My phone vibrates one last time. Now open the door, Evan Mercer. I stare at the lock button. My finger lifts, trembling, and presses it. The locks click open. Outside, the silver sedan's door opens in perfect sync. I do not hear footsteps, but I feel the weight of someone approaching. The way you feel a person stand too close behind you even with your eyes closed. I raise the photo with both hands like a shield and open it again. The image is no longer at the fountain. It is the campus parking lot. It is row C. It is my car in space 16. And in the driver's seat in the picture, I am sitting exactly as I am now, holding the photo, eyes wide. Behind my car, the silver sedan is parked too close, and leaning into my open driver door is a figure in a gray hoodie, face inches from mine. In the picture, its mouth is open as if it is speaking. My phone screen lights up by itself. A voice memo begins to play. It is my own voice, calm and flat, like I am reading a script. Evan Mercer, you are going to open the door now. My hand moves toward the handle. I do not know if it is mine. I do not know if I am about to step out, or if I already have, and I am only catching up. The photo in my hands warms further, as if someone else is holding the other side, and the reflection in my window shows the gray hood bending closer, close enough that the glass begins to fog from the inside.